Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Coffee N KOs YouTube channel. We are instant reacting to one of many fights announced just today. We're going TJ Dillashaw, Cory Sandhagen. An electric fight that honestly we got lucky with it being booked because of the Aljo Jan thing. This is not a fight that was going to happen. Sandhagen was in line to get the title shot. Then we had the whole controversy with Jan and Sterling. Now here we are. Sandhagen, first off, hats off to Sandhagen. He did not have to take this fight. He could have easily sat back, waited for the Aljo and Jan fight to happen again, and just say, okay, I'm ready. But he's like, screw this. I'm ready to fight. I honestly thought we were going to see Dillashaw or Rob Font. That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought that, not that it made more sense, but I think that that's what would have happened had the Jan Sterling controversy not happened. But it happened. I'll be honest, I'm all out on TJ Dillashaw. When you get, the cheating, like it's one thing, like cheating is one thing, but cheating in the way that he cheated, like that is the, if there's 10 levels to cheating, that's level 10. That's as bad as it gets. Blood doping is, I mean, that's stuff that you're seeing like Lance Armstrong freaking getting popped for. Like it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Lance got mad canceled. Dillashaw got canceled too. But and I've never been a fan of Dillashaw, to be honest. So good for Sandhagen. It almost makes it they have to run it back. Dillashaw, I don't really know what to expect from him 2 years later. I know that Sandhagen, a lot of people are really high on him. This is gonna be a tough fight. This is going to be a grueling kind of tough fight. It's a super good matchup. And then you have the other ones in the 135 that they announced. 16-4 for Dillashaw, 14-2 Sandhagen. Great records. I love the fight. Yeah. You post on Coffee N KOs. I like the fight. I love the fight. This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great fight. I will say, I think it's, in ways it kind of annoys me. I feel like I'd rather see Dillashaw fight someone like in the 10-15 range and work his way back up. Like I feel like there should be some sort of punishment there. But we're going to get to know what TJ Dillashaw is all about after this fight. We're going to know a lot of people speculate that he's been blood doping for a long time. It hasn't just been for that one fight that he popped for. So people feel like he used EPO a lot prior to that. So we're going to know how good Dillashaw really is. We're going to know, what he is without this. And let's not, miss the fact that there are many ways to cheat, and there are probably most of the UFC is in some way probably doing something they shouldn't. It's all about whether you get caught or not. So we're not even out saying TJ Dillashaw isn't doing something else. But all eyes are definitely going to be on him for sure.
He's not hiding under the cage, I don't think, but he might be, like John Jones was. We remember they had like that. Dana White might have said it. We're looking for Dillashaw to fight one time and then maybe get the title, and everyone kind of suspected that was going to be Sandhagen. It's official, Cory Sandhagen, and the Aljo thing was a little weird when he lost. I mean, credit to Aljo, of course. But this guy's title contender, and then this guy's former champ. So you get the best of both worlds. They clash.
Yeah, Steve and I have been saying from the beginning that we think that Sandhagen is the best guy in that division. I mean, I really think that he just the size advantage he has in that division. He does got to work on the wrestling for sure. But overall, I mean, when you're 5'11", fighting at that weight class, and the striking that he has and how crafty he is with his striking, I mean, listen, I'm not going to put a ton of stock in the Frankie Edgar win. I love Frankie Edgar, but Frankie Edgar could have easily lost to Pedro Munoz. I mean, that was a fight that was razor thin. Sandhagen is a whole nother level to Pedro Munoz. So I'm not like putting too much into that win, but Sandhagen has just looked so good since that Aljo loss. And credit to Aljo, like you said, in that fight, but we're seeing a whole new Sandhagen. And I think me, as well as most of the MMA community, is hoping TJ Dillashaw goes out there and gets flatlined very, very fast. And if that's the case, man, where does like no one knows where Dillashaw goes from there because Sandhagen's young. He's going to be there for a long while. Aljo's young. Jan's young. I mean, most of that division is pretty young. So if he goes out and lays an egg, he's gonna be really have an uphill climb from there.
Do you think sidebar? You think Sandhagen would beat Petr Yan?
I think he poses an issue to Jan. I mean, the one thing that I like with the one thing that I think that Jan showed and people forgot is he is a damn good wrestler. Like he really is. I mean, Aljo was supposed to be the best wrestler in the division, and what did yeah, and Jan just took him down at will with trips. So I think I would probably have to lean towards Jan with him being the champ, but I feel like it'd be a close line. I'm not going to sit here and say Sandhagen doesn't stand a chance, especially because I think Jan is a guy that prefers to stand. And when you have a guy that's 5'11" with the reach and crafty, that's the thing. Like Jan tends to get hit. And just Sandhagen is so crafty. He's so crafty in the way that he strikes. I think that could possibly pose a threat. And he's not like a wild man like Aljo came out like all wild. Like Sandhagen's very calm, picks his shots really, really well. So I think I would lean towards Jan if he was to use the wrestling. But I think if you're talking like betting lines, I think you're talking super razor thin line. And I think that the nice thing is with that division, you run Aljo, Jan, Aljo, Sandhagen, Jan. And it's just, I feel like you could possibly get a different result every single time. I don't think any of them is like levels and levels above anyone else.
As far as lines, if I was in Vegas, I would give Sandhagen probably the favorite, barely. He has to be the favorite, right? And then we can both agree that this is definitely a title eliminator. Winner of this probably gets a title shot unless Rob Font and Cody Garbrandt do something spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Rob Font or Cody Garbrandt go out there and let's say Garbrandt knocks Font out in the way that he knocked out a Sunset out, or vice versa, Rob Font comes out and I mean the thing is
sure to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I was just gonna say that. Cody no chin. He tends to be super chinny. So, maybe you're talking if Garbrandt comes out and knocks out Font, then you're like, okay, well, he deserves to get closer. Where maybe they don't take as much stock in Font knocking out Garbrandt, but I think those two guys are close to a title shot. Then maybe the winner of that fights Aljo if he loses or something like that, and then the title shot. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. But if I had to do an early prediction for Sandhagen, Dillashaw, I'm going to go Sandhagen, and I'm going to go by finish. I mean, Dillashaw's been knocked down before. He got finished by Cejudo. It's not like he doesn't lose. 2 years out of the octagon. He actually went through 2 major surgeries when he was gone with the shoulders. He got both of his shoulders totally redone. So that's a major surgery. So, I'm going to go Sandhagen. He's just on a run right now. And as long as we have a non-EPO TJ Dillashaw, I think Sandhagen gets it done.
There's a video on Twitter of Dillashaw talking about Sandhagen. I guess they used to train together. I wasn't aware of that, but he said that this guy was always getting the better of him and training, and he wasn't in the UFC yet. I kind of think he's not lying, but he was blowing it up out of proportion. Early prediction Dillashaw, but we'll see as it gets closer to the fight.
Ooh, how do you see Dillashaw winning?
I think he's just strong. I think he's stronger than Cory Sandhagen. That's kind of obvious that he's going to be stronger. He looks good, and when you see pictures of him, and he was one of the best. He was the champion, went down and lost to Cejudo. He's a way better 35er. So, yeah.
What makes me laugh about that, and last point before we shut this one down, is he went down, used EPO, went down a weight class, and then got knocked out. Like most guys go down a weight class and they don't get knocked out like that. Like he went down a weight class using a performance enhancer and still lost. Like that has got to be top 3 demoralizing losses ever, knowing that you even cheated as bad as he did and still got his ass kicked.
Humbled
That is
twice. Just humbled. All around humbled. Hopefully he is humbled now.
yeah, I mean, we're going to find out. But that's going to do it for the Coffee and KO's instant reaction to Dillashaw Sandhagen. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. Go give us 5-star rating on all our podcasts. We are live every Saturday night after every single event, and we are previewing every single show on Mondays. Interviews drop on Wednesday, and that's going to do it for this go-around of Coffee and KO's instant reaction.